Greetings, salutations, what's good everybody? It's your boy Ekard here, our partner in crime.
Hey guys, what's up? It's OTK.
And we are here today for Agatha All Along, coming off the heels of our discussion about WandaVision. Episode 1.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we'll go jump right into it. Or is there anything that you want to say before we begin?
Oh no, just if you guys want to check out our thoughts about WandaVision, please go ahead. Like we did a crash course just before we started this.
Yeah.
Also, I've already seen the first 3 episodes without Mike. I couldn't wait. we are trying to catch up, so I just wanted to let the audience know that. So if it doesn't seem like I'm reacting to too much, this is a rewatch of the first 3 episodes for me. And also we've done a reaction and review for Wolverine and Deadpool if you guys want to check that out, as well as the whole first season of X-Men 97. And we've got more Marvel and DC stuff on the way. So please like, subscribe, and check out our videos.
Yep. So with that said, I literally full disclosure, I have binged like all of WandaVision in like the last 8 hours or so, 9 hours or so. So I'm still fresh off of information overload, and we're going right into this. So, oh man, here we go. Agatha All Along. Oh man. Seekest thou the road?
Watching things for a second time and catching things I didn't notice before.
Plus, you're also coming off of rewatching
WandaVision as well. Yep.
Candy Crush, of course.
Undeserved disciplinary action.
You punched a suspect.
Oh, now a convicted felon. Can't be right and wrong at the same. Never know.
You never know, for real, right? What the acts like? Is this the force of when it's not the force when that thing happened to her, to Agatha, when I'm gonna say it's not Salem because they're in Westview, so yeah, eerie similar, I'm just saying. Agnes of Westview. Oh man.
Official police business. Excuse me.
Look at the aspect ratios. The music of procedural cop dramas, man. Procedural supernatural cop dramas. Oh man.
If you do it then.
Oh man.
Still funny the second time around.
Oh man.
It's been a long time. You can be.
Really?
The body's moved across state lines. Is that your play?
Is this really how you see yourself? Sure. Let's talk about the case.
I don't want you here.
We want Audrey Plaster here.
To start the bidding on eBay. Good to see you too, Agnes.
Cash for gold.
What?
Did you know that it is a universally acknowledged truth that a lady cop cannot be good at her job and have a healthy personal life at the same time? Hungry?
About pizza.
So she's a rookie. Grant.
How modern is this? We got TikTok involved.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Don't move! Freeze! Here we go.
Oh man. Oh man. You got a whole another person in your house that you just left.
Get back in your vehicle!
Oh man.
Good.
Did that really say naughty? Oh man. Oh, we're going through all the.
What?
Yep. All the changes. No, the composition. Okay.
There are 2 Jane Does in this case.
Well. Oh. 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 Yeah, that's what I would be like. Hey, yo, oh, whoa.
You feeling okay
Stop
today?
talking! How long have I been here?
Oh boy.
How long have I been
With your boundaries.
Call me nosy, I'll cut out your tongue.
Yeah. You haven't been yourself the past. I'm bringing you groceries and checking up on you.
Oh my god.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, that's not.
Librarian, Chief of Police. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean,
Jeweler. Is where hope goes to die.
You know, besides the fact that you're,
Hey, it's Frida Nipples today.
okay, Agatha, yeah. Can you put on some?
Oh, she was
clothes?
actually full butt ass
She was
naked.
butt-ass naked.
Oh wow, that's a whole difference. I thought it was just Frida Nipple, but now we just butt ass naked.
Oh. So that arrest was maybe more of a kidnapping. But if you're real, then that means
Oh shit. Lordy. It's about to go down.
I hate you.
How long's it been, Agatha? Not sure. Since you acquired the Darkhold?
Oof.
The girls are fighting. The girls are fighting.
Yep. Sick dagger though. Meanwhile, oh god.
Do you remember pain? It kind of tickles, doesn't it?
Oh, damn.
Coochie, coochie,
Damn.
You can't kill me.
You can't kill me. It's not allowed.
And then she sinks her.
Admit it. You prefer
Or you could drive this dagger through her throat. And series ends. Let me stop. It's not gonna.
I mean, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, Agatha.
Okay. Blood tongue.
Te veo.
That's probably how it would feel. Audrey Plaza licked my hand. Wait, I was like, I can't. That's actually it.
Yeah, it's only
Bro.
episode 1.
There's like nothing else. Oh, this is all. This is credits. Oh, that's bull. That was a good debut episode.
So what'd you think?
That was a good debut episode. That was a good debut episode. You know, like being we were bewitched technically. And Agatha was in a warped reality, similar to how we started off like with how WandaVision was. So it's like pretty much like going back to what we saw like jam packed with WandaVision. With like dealing with a true crime, right? That was like your procedural cop drama with a little bit of the supernatural like that was going on. I was like, all right, so I was like, that's why I was like, yeah, this is your, you got the music, everything's very procedural with this, and then you get your little supernatural elements, and you start thinking like, okay, this is so some things are not right. Some things are not right. The body, obviously, couldn't identify it. Didn't really know who it was going to be. That's who Agnes, aka Agatha, didn't know who it was until eventually, you figure out it's Wanda. You have I wait. I'm not gonna remember Audrey's character's name just yet. But what was the Audrey character's name? The actual did we learn it at this time? Or?
No, not in this episode. But her name is Rio.
Rio, okay. Because they said, because I was about to say Video, I was like, but it's not Video.
Vidal.
Yeah, Vidal.
Yeah, Vidal is her last name. Yeah.
Vidal, okay. Because I was like, I'm just gonna keep calling her Audrey, but it's not. I don't want to do that.
Right.
Like, I want to call it by the name of the show. Yeah. So, and knowing that like how she keeps appearing and especially like dropping hints about things similar to how Agatha was doing that to Wanda in season 1. So it's like it's not fun when rabbits got the gun type of deal. And the pretty much the Punisher, but learning that this is 3 years since WandaVision, technically, right? Is that how they're doing this? With the right, so yeah, so it would make sense because it actually has in real world been 3 years since WandaVision, but it's been 3 years since the events of WandaVision, even in the show. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Absolutely wild how she just busted out the door butt ass naked, and I was just like, is this Herb? Yeah, it's Herb. He's just cutting some flowers, and he's just like, oh, all right, we got the peep show going on. And then all the other people that were also featured in her, her fantasy, start to come around, and she's like, oh, there goes this doting husband, and he's just still staring, and the daughter is like filming this for TikTok. I was like, the thing that threw me off, like, there's a lot of things that threw me off, but when they said TikTok, I was like, all right. They're like the way that it was like modern and classic type of true crime, but it was like way older school, right? But there was some newer school elements, or I guess you could say newer modern elements that was thrown into it, which if you already didn't know, because it like that's why I was like, if you already didn't know that this was a warped reality, when they mentioned TikTok, and TikTok is like even if like even in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and whatnot, there would be references to like YouTube and stuff like that. And so I was just trying to like picture. I was like, all right, hold on, we got TikTok in this more procedural like drama that they were going after. Like I won't say what was the drama? I was trying to remember which drama of it, because it's not like Law and Order or SVU, or it's damn it, it'll come back to me. But you was about to say?
Yeah, so the reason why it's mixed with modern is because in the last couple of years, like, there has been more rampant of these like small town procedural dramas. So like the biggest ones, especially with the Boston Boston accent that gets used throughout that first half of the episode, is Mayor of Easttown or something like that, with Kate Winslet, and that was really big. And then like the True Detective series. So like, so since WandaVision ended with the Modern Family Office type of show, and then the next couple years, as we've seen in television, the push for these types of procedural dramas has really happened, like in a big way. So I like that. I like the carry through of, this is where we ended with WandaVision, and then like we're gonna still carry that timeline of television era history through.
Yeah, especially because true crime is so massive nowadays at that. Yeah, like it's that that like that detail, like that's why I was like, yeah, we're merging, like classic with the more modern stuff, especially when TikTok was involved. I was like, all right, yeah, obviously we already knew some weirdness was going on, but that like truly like solidify it. Especially when Rio was just like, you don't remember? Just like, oh, you don't remember why you hate me? Oh, okay, all right. And now that she was unmind fucked from the situation, especially when we're in the interrogation room with the missing like the whole missing, well, I guess now you could say they're a missing child. Like that's pretty interesting as a way. I like the ending. I like the ending. To like tie it all together. Because I mean, from the hilarity of just like her just being like, "Oh fuck," and then she like, "How long have I been out? How long have I been fucked here?" Like, and, like I was just like, then the part like this man trying to put the clothes on her, she was like, "Nah, fuck out of here!" Like, what's going? Like, I need to know what's going on, bro. She gets back into her house, and then like everything, she finally puts clothes on, starting to put the pieces together, sees that, oh wait, you are real. Like, oh shit, so I kidnapped you. If I kidnapped you, then that means, and then of course, perfect timing, Rio comes through, and starts trying to. It's just literally, well, the girls are fighting, and yeah, so the Salem 7. Is going to be coming after Agatha, and expect some fireworks. Now like I said, you already watched the next 2 episodes, so now it's like a matter of, are they gonna throw in, was this just this episode like the one ode to WandaVision, the way that they did like how they did sitcoms?
I'm not gonna ruin it for you.
Okay,
Who knows?
That's what I said. That's what I'm just thinking in my mind, like how much more fuckery is Agatha gonna go through, especially because now that Wanda just like left her at the end of season 1 to deal with this. So it's like, well, you did this to me, now I'm gonna like fuck with you now. Especially because she can't use powers as of right now, because the domain is still under Wanda, I want to believe, or it might be something, because like Wanda's not there anymore, but it's the magic that's still like I can't like I said, I jam packed a lot. So if I'm thinking that Moana's magic is still affecting that area,
right?
Right.
So
yeah,
no, yes,
okay.
and yes and no.
Okay.
So I kind of made like a little noise when she was walking through the forest, because I don't know if it's just me fake seeing things, but I could have sworn I saw a couple sigils on the trees. So my interpretation is, up until Wanda's death, the spell that Wanda put on Agatha was holding strong until she died in Multiverse of Madness. But now that she's dead, the spell is weakening, so it allows Rio and the boy who was chanting in Latin to start breaking through the spell.
Okay.
That's how I interpret in my second rewatch of what's happening here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, overall, this was a really solid beginning. I wanna say almost like a 10 out of 10. I want to say it.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
I want to say a 10 out of 10. I don't really have like much issues with anything with anything I've seen so far. Of course, like I said, I am coming off of like 8 to 9 hours of like WandaVision plus jamming some other recaps. But even if I didn't, well, I can't say even if I didn't know what happened in WandaVision, because obviously all that happened in WandaVision is immediately tied in to Agatha along from like the very beginning. I feel like you can't just not watch WandaVision and jump into Agatha along. For instance, like that's why
I had you do the watch, because I was like, okay, so you guys know I watched it premiere night or the day after, 2 days after, for Agatha all along, and then because we are getting more into like Marvel and DC stuff aside from the anime stuff and music that we're doing, and since it's since we went to go see Wolverine and Deadpool and we
Yeah.
watched X-Men 97 together, I was like, oh, it's a current thing that's happening right now. All the other stuff we're watching is older. So I think it'd be a good opportunity to, kind of ride the wave of it. But then watching it, I was like, oh yeah, uh you even in the first episode, I was like, you can't necessarily really jump in unless you at least watch the last episode of WandaVision.
Yeah.
And then I suggested Multiverse of Madness, but also Multiverse of Madness, it's like you can just
Yeah, I
watch a recap, and
recaps,
you can watch a recap of the movie. You don't necessarily need to watch the movie, but watching the first episode of Agatha and then just seeing the through line of how it is genre bending and TV influence, I was like, yeah, I don't want you to miss out on the magic of that, pun intended, because there's something special about this first episode, like I said, and picking up where WandaVision left off with its sitcom trope thing. Since it ended with the it's not found footage, it's like the interview style TV shows that were really big in the 2000s, and there we go, and the mockumentary style of these, like What We Do in the Shadows. There we go. Mind you, I'm sitting on What We Do in the Shadows blanket, but like, yeah, and then picking up, with the procedurals and how big true crime has gotten. So I really love that through line. I thought that was so excellent and so cool. And just seeing exactly how it's shot just like one of those true crime dramas. Just like, they did with WandaVision with the sitcoms. Yeah, I love this first episode so much. Definitely because of that. And just the portrayal of like the haggard, no nonsense detective that Agatha is portraying, but then, just Rio coming in and like, is this what's really happening here? Like, you need to start questioning the spell you're under, but like,
it's
obviously,
I was gonna,
go ahead.
because it's just in my mind, like the way that, all right, because like the Multiverse of Madness and the Wanda dying, right? And how she was crushed by the mount, and the victim was like they were crushed, and I was just like, oh yeah, all right, yeah, this is definitely Wanda. But then Agatha's like, yeah, you never really know if they're dead or not, so maybe a revival. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised.
It's one of those things where she dies, but it's also, since we jumped into the multiverse a bunch, is she really, can another Wanda could step, or like another MCU Wanda could like step in at any point? But is this the end for this universe's Wanda? No one found a body.
Yeah.
No one's really dead until you find a body, but then even then, that's not 100% guaranteed. Mostly in comics, like, find a body doesn't mean they're gone forever, as we know. But yeah, I like that it picks up 3 years after WandaVision, but it also seems the cracks start to really showing at Wanda's death. So obviously Wanda's body really isn't in Westview, but it's the breaking and the cracking of the spell and the shockwave that it has through the magic community, because Rio doesn't show up until they know that the Darkhold is gone. She knows then she can approach Agatha, because the Darkhold, like the magic community knows, the Darkhold in all the multiverses are gone. That's what the fire was at the library. All the copies are gone.
Yeah, because Wanda stole the book
from Agatha. Yep.
Yeah.
And then through whatever happened at the end of Multiverse of Madness,
with all the
like,
books burning.
All the Darkhold are gone. So I love that representation in the library. But it's like knowing that once it's that thing I was just talking about in our WandaVision discussion, that it's a magical event that happened. Where's the magical community? Why are there no like the manifestation of Wanda's power, the taking of Agatha's power? Like, how come no one went to Wanda for all that shit, right? The giant hex that happened that you could, I would assume, practically feel in the Force, and that's what drew Agatha to Westview to see what the fuck is going on, right? Because Agatha's not from Westview. That's why Rio asked her. That's why she was like, "Oh yeah, you've lived here your whole life, right? You right?
Yeah.
But we know that she, I forget if in WandaVision if it's like she's there prior. There, yeah, I don't see a reason for Agatha to be in Westview prior to Wanda manifesting her trauma through the hex, right? So like
Yeah.
she had to like break in somehow and get affected by the spell.
Yeah. It was
Or not, no, she wasn't affected by the spell, but could see the spell happening and then played along with it.
Okay.
And then once the Darkhold, okay, so now we're back to this. It's like once the magic community feels the Darkhold is gone throughout the multiverse, it's like, oh wait, remember that bitch that had it? So if it's gone now, that means we can go after her. So that's why Rio is now back, and that's why the Salem 7 is after her.
Yeah.
So I really feel like succinctly that this kind of is the answer to the problem that I had with what happened in WandaVision, what happens with Wanda. Which I really appreciate. And yeah, just the style of it, like, you know, yeah, it's just the little things. Like I kept kind of like leaning in because I was like, is there something I missed in my first watch? What little Easter eggs, what little cracks in this reality are there besides the way people are talking to her and asking like Herb asking if she's okay? The fact that we at no point do we see the dead woman's face. We just see the blackened fingertips, the clothes, the shoes, the little bit of scarlet hair. No one really called it scarlet, but like, you know, it's just like it starts to break. Wanda cleaned out her whole basement. She was like, oh, all right, bitch, you were gonna do this to me, I'm gonna do it to you. Took everything away from her and then just like left her there. So
There's
I think it's
one thing that she looked at. I'm trying to figure out like it was it in this home? Let me see. Yeah, here we go. This here.
The bedroom.
The bedroom. And I was gonna say is who is hold on. Let me pull it up here on the screen as well. This is she had a child. Nikki. There we go. Nicholas. Like who is that? I mean, well, I'm guessing it's her child, but like
right.
Yeah.
So if you also pay attention, and I'm noticing too with the statues that are in place, there are a lot of rabbit statues, a lot of music notes. That song, the melody that is played throughout this whole episode and is changed, and it actually gets the lyrics get revealed in the next episode, the true lyrics of the song. So it's like they're just like little things, just like in WandaVision, to lead you to little breadcrumbs to lead you essentially down the road of what's going to happen and Agatha's story. So we have to look at the rabbit statues. Her rabbits are Senor Scratchy, and then Nicholas Scratch, and I believe in the comics Nicholas Scratch is her son.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. I have to up my Agatha lore, but I think that is what it is. But all we can infer that something is connected. Something happened to her son Nicholas. She likes rabbits a lot. The song is playing. We're gonna get more about that as the show goes on.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right, I guess we'll leave it there, and we'll jump into episode 2 for Agatha all along, and so we'll be catching you guys for that. I already know. Doses.